Hi, on this video, I'm going to show you how to create an automated webinar on WebinarNinja. Alright, so first thing is we have to log in using our registered email and password into our WebinarNinja account. Okay, and once we are on the dashboard, you can actually, you're going to see two links or two buttons to create a new webinar. It's either this one or this one, but either of the two will actually do. I'm going to just use this one. Okay, and since that we are going to we're going to create an automated webinar, we have to choose on this automated menu right here, or selection. Okay, and then all right, so title, we have to put in the title right here. So I'm just going to put how to create a live webinar. Okay, and next thing is we have to choose the date and the time when we are going to do the webinar. Remember that this is going to be the first time that you are going to have the webinar, because this is going to be a recurring webinar. So that means that it will be a continuous webinar, or the webinar will actually repeat on doing it, until such time that you chose to stop it. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to, let's say that I'm going to do a schedule for this webinar on the 17th, or let's say the 16th of this month. That's going to be a Monday, and let's say that the time will be like 9. Let's say 10 a.m. All right, Eastern time, and this portion right here now is going to be this one is where it's going to repeat the webinar. So it says here repeat on. You have an option here for every second, every third, every fourth. Okay. For this one, you have an option for a week, day, and month. So it can either go like every third week, or every third month, or every fourth day, or every fourth week. Okay, so for this webinar, I'm just going to use like every week. Okay, and that's going to be every Monday. So that means that this webinar will actually start the 16th of April, and that will be every Monday. That's every week, so that's going to be every Monday. And here, this is where you're going to determine how long will you like to do the webinar. Okay, so you can go by end the webinar after like two webinars, or two occurrences, or maybe four. So that's going to be a month. So I'm guessing that's going to be like from April 16th up to 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe the 7th of May. All right. So you can go by that, or you can just choose a specific date. So let's say that you would like to stop the webinar to go on, let's say until the 8th. Okay, so that means that the webinar will go on every from the 16th of April every Monday until the next Monday will be the 7th, and that means that after the 7th it will no longer recur again. So let's say that that's what we're going to do for this one. And since that this is going to be a recurring webinar, you can actually this is automated, so this is not going to be there's no host on this one. Okay, so you can either use a previous webinar video that you already have on this website, or you can use a YouTube video, all right, that you would like to uh, to show them, or that you would like to use for the webinar. So if if you already have an existing webinar, you can just choose it right from here. Like for example, this one. All right. So when the webinar started, that's the video that's going to play on the webinar. Or if you're going to use a YouTube video, you can just get a YouTube uh, video that you wanted to play for the webinar. Let's say I'm going to YouTube.com right here. Let's say that I'm going to use this video. Let's see how to send. I'm gonna get the link for this video. Copy video URL. Okay. And I'm gonna paste it right here. Okay. All right. Okay. So there you go. If you have an existing file or video, you can select this one. If you wanted a YouTube video for the webinar, you can just put in the URL here. All right, next one is if you this is a choice between if you are going to charge the audience or the people who's going to go to your webinar for if you're going to charge them to go to your webinar, or it's going to be free. Okay, so if the event is going to be free, just click on free. If you're going to be to ask to be paid, you have to click on this one. This account is not registered yet to Stripe. Okay, and so what's going to happen is if you're going to choose paid, there will just be an additional text right here like this one right below here. I mean, for the price, you see their price, and then you're going to there's going to be a box right here where you're going to put in how much is the webinar is going to be, like maybe $10, $20, something like that. Okay, but for this video, I'm just going to choose free, and I'm just going to click on create a webinar. All right, so there you go. That's it for now for how to create an automated webinar on WebinarNinja, and see you on the next video.